I mean, that's all a guy needs.
Oh.
That's all a guy needs. I mean, you need some relief.
Right.
And then you leave.
It's very expensive.
Then Dan, we would go to like a Perkins or a Village Inn or a Waffle House, and because we're all drunk,
Buffet.
and eat, and then we go home. Oh, what do I do with my spare time? I make out with Rhett's dog. Remnants. Hey, listen, 36% of you who watch my YouTube channel are not subscribed. That's screwing me over. I'm losing good money on that. It's 2 clicks. Hit the subscribe and notify bell. Do it, please. So anyway, this Friday, Bubba 199, it is the Lummy birthday edition. And you heard everybody is going to be there. And then after Bubba 199 is done, usually it disappears forever. But now it'll reappear and be able for you to download and listen and watch on our locals page, which is a subsection of our Rumble page.
Are you doing an after party?
No.
I feel like there's no hangs ever again.
No.
Right?
No hangs.
Ever?
No.
Ever.
Really?
Nope.
If you want to take it to your
put
house
the kibosh-
afterwards.
You put the kibosh on that?
If you want to go to have after parties at the Carriage House, which I've heard you have before, you're more than welcome to, but no. My day is done.
Okay.
Yeah, most of the people lately have been going to the dollhouse.
Really?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Dollhouse got more nipples than the Carriage House, so I'm in it.
What was that? What was that?
It's got more nipples at the Dollhouse than the Carriage House. I get it. I'm into it.
Oh, okay.
I love it.
The dollhouse is nice. I haven't been in a while. We should just go, you and I, once.
Yeah.
Like the good old days.
Is it the premier?
Yeah, pretty much. Penthouse Club's a kind of a little ghetto.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Huh.
And Dollhouse is a little upper crust.
Should you not even bother with Dale Mabry?
Oh, yeah. No. There's a
couple there.
No,
What
hold on.
Odyssey?
See, it matters.
Yeah, I was
hold
curious
on.
your thoughts.
Venn diagram. What is it called? Venus Williams?
Shh. It kind of matters what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And Dan and I, big time veterans of the adult establishments here in town, where Dan has, a lot of the women that dance at various places in town. Now, Tampa, Florida happens to be literally the strip capital of America.
Yeah, there's few cities have as good stripping as we do.
Right, we have great stripping, and
something we're proud of.
And if you're with a guy like me and Dan, a seasoned stripper facility expert, you know what you get and what you know what each place represents.
Mm-hmm.
And so here's how it goes.
Break it down.
If you want to go, like Dan and I, if we were going to go to the dollhouse, I'd make a call into the owner, Billy Bullers, and he'd call Warren, who's also an owner and a GM, and he'd say, "Hey, listen, Bubba and Dan are coming in, maybe Fabrizi, maybe we have Jimmy Clevis, Dan, we should probably plan like a boys' night out where we get a car or a bus."
But we can't go at 2 p.m. because I got to be asleep by 6.
No, and Dan, and here's who I envision. Me, Fabrizi, Jimmy, you, Steven. Well, it's no.
Now you start adding to that. You start putting cold, wet rags on the whole fire.
Let me start from the top again, okay?
Let's
Me, you,
right,
Jimmy,
right,
Richard,
right.
And
Stop.
Yeah, there you go.
And Rhett.
No.
And his wiener dog.
No, that's it. That's it.
Brett and his wiener dog.
That's it.
Do you get to pay him?
Maybe Caesar, because Caesar's part of the.
Cool. That's cool.
Yeah, maybe Caesar, but that's it.
He's not gonna lower the volume anywhere.
Oh no, Caesar's wide.
Turn
Caesar did 18 months.
Right, I understand that. That's what I'm saying. Caesar's all. I'm good with that.
Caesar did 18 months, man.
So do you get to pay Rhett half now because he only works with one hand? Discount.
You know what? Lummy, a very rare +1 for Dan on the pop.
Nice job.
Funny how I have to have my dog in one hand and the mouse in the other, and I should only have to pay Rhett half as much due to the fact that I'm not in charge of his dog care.
You only got one arm out of him.
Yeah. So anyway,
it's like a slot machine.
Here's Dan. I think we need to plan that.
Yes, I'm all in.
Okay.
All in.
And we get like a little limo bus or something like that. And so Anna, here's how it goes.
Yeah.
I'd call Billy. Mm-hmm. Billy would call Warren. We'd have the corner VIP booth all ready for us.
Yeah.
As soon as we walk in,
food.
Oh no, they have food.
Are you getting food? Is what I'm asking.
I'm going to tell you everything if you shut up. God, quit trying to take over my interview, Anna Bryan Brand, bitch.
Sorry.
So, we would walk into the dollhouse. We wouldn't be we would literally, when we walk in, the door guys would know we're coming. They know who we are. And we would skip the line where you got to pay $15 or $20 to get in. And they would immediately escort us to our corner booth.
May I ask you a question?
When I get done.
Yep.
As we were going by the DJ booth, the DJ would then make an announcement that we are in the house. Then no, for real.
No, I know. Just the way you said it.
Like for real.
Whether you like it or not.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we're here.
We're
in the house.
Like for real.
No,
like Jimmy Jam. Well, he's dead now. But like Dave, the main DJ, he would walk in. I mean, as he was playing Girls, he's like, "Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome some special VIPs into that. Richard Fabrizi, Bubba Clem, Dan Diaco, Jimmy Clevis, and Caesar all in the house. Ladies corner booth. Ladies corner booth."
They all want to be named like that.
Yeah, we don't care.
All right.
We're not it's not like we're telling our wives that we're going to play bingo. I mean, we've told every one of our significant others exactly where we're going to be, and what are you going to do about it?
Right.
Nothing.
Yeah, or not, but
Bitch.
So we
church meeting.
We get there, and we pay for nothing. Like, other than champagne, Billy always comps my tab.
It's interesting how that happens. The more money you acquire, the less you have to pay for stuff.
Yeah, so, I mean, honest to God, we'll have a tab. The waitress will know that we'll have a tab. And, I've had tabs. At the dollhouse, I've had tabs as high as $800 before.
Oh, that doesn't seem like that much.
Well, back in the day, I mean, 10 years ago it was.
You were going to say like 20 grand or something.
But Billy's
milk was a quarter a gallon.
Billy's only rule
back in the 40s.
Billy's only rule was no champagne because
champagne showers.
Listen, a rum and Coke and that doesn't cost him that much.
Oh, but champagne does?
Well,
it's a bottle.
A bottle of vodka.
DJ Rosé.
I buy Andre.
A bottle of vodka cost a bar owner about $12.
Really?
But a bottle of PJ cost a bar owner about $2.50, and he's retailing it for $4, but he's still got $2.50 in it. So us having mixed drinks all night long that he's charging the average consumer $18 for, and we're getting for free, that $800 probably cost him $1.50.
Yeah, because that bottle you're going to get like 60 pours out of it.
So so literally the waitress then comes up. We order drinks all night long. We order drinks for all the girls. Whole 9 yards. Fabrizi usually, this is a little 80s boomer, but Fabrizi usually gets $2,000 in ones and then throws them up in the air at one time or another, and then all the strippers get on the ground and start trying to gather them all up.
Is he carrying a fat leather wallet?
No.
Okay.
And then at the end of the night, the woman comes up and has me sign here. Just sign here. I look at the total, and I gather 50% of the total amongst the boys. I'd be like, Dan, I need $50. Jimmy, give me 50. I need $50 from everybody because I'm trying to gather $400. Give her at least 50% of the tip. Now she's super happy, Anna. You know what I'm saying? I just gave her a $400 tip but we ran her hard. Like, I mean, we're pretty demanding,
weird.
right,
Yeah,
Dan?
yeah.
And we spent probably, I don't know, $600-700 on some chicks.
Right.
And
send a couple kids to college.
Yeah, no, but got some, but we don't
dances.
But we don't get dances. We just kind of let them have. We have them sit.
Money?
No, they just hang out with us and look hot. You don't want some chick dancing on you, rubbing on your boner at the dollhouse.
Oh, right.
At the dollhouse.
Gotcha.
So you get all liquored up, because a lot of because we got a couple more stops to go based on what we want. So we go to the dollhouse. All of us old asses would probably just call it a night after the dollhouse, Dan. But back in the day when we were younger, then you'd go over to 2001, and I'd call Jimmy K, who owns it, tell Jimmy K, hey, do you got any girls that are working tonight? And he goes, yep, ask for. And then he knew the 3 or 4 that were working there out of the 100 that will, go the extra mile. And so you go to 2001, he tells you the bouncer to ask for. You tell the bouncer, hey, I'm supposed to get Charlotte here. Yeah, okay. How much is it?
Champagne room.
And then you give him you give the security guy like $40 or $50 to literally stand right outside that VIP room door so that nobody comes in. and then you give.
What happens in there?
And then Charlotte, gives you oral.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah. And but what else? I mean, that's all a guy needs.
Oh,
that's all a guy needs. I mean, you need some relief.
Right.
And then you leave.
It's very expensive.
Then Dan, we would go to like a Perkins or a Village Inn or a Waffle House, and because we're all drunk,
buffet,
and eat, and then we go home. That's kind of how it goes. But different places on it, like you couldn't get that kind of action at Dollhouse that you can get at 2001 late night.
I see.
And the best of all, I don't even know if it's still open, was the Pink Pony on.
It changed its name.
The Pink Pony.
Change its name. I didn't even think, because I thought it was over there by Steinbrenner, wasn't it?
Yeah, they changed their name. It's like Jen.
I don't know what
I thought
it
it
is.
wasn't even a club anymore.
No, it is.
Okay.
It was the Pink Pony, and it's where.
That was your favorite?
No, but if you had a guy from out of town and you needed to get him a little,
side piece
of ass, you'd call up Wayne. Remember? No, who was the big guy that ran the Penthouse Club? Might have been Wayne. You called up Wayne, and then he called up Tony, the manager, and then you'd walk in, and Tony, the manager, would tell you the 3 girls that go the extra mile, and then you just go to the VIP room.
That was the guy that owned Bear Asset.
Yeah.
For the Pink Pony.
But I mean, you gotta be interconnected into this world, on it. Otherwise, you're just a regular dude going there getting worked by these bitches. These bitches are just all working you, and you're getting nothing. But a blue stealer.
Because you have to determine who's going to go the extra mile, and that costs money. But if you already know, then you can just kind of set it up.
Right. So in order to find out who goes to the extra mile, the average consumer has to sit there and go through all these girls, spend $30, $40, $50, having them dance for you, talking to them, see if they offer anything else. Now you've gone through 4. Whereas
and you probably
if
can't just like outright ask them. Like you have to have some.
You got to say, hey Jimmy, like when you go to 2001, you'd go. When you go to 2001, you'd say, hey,
what
listen,
would you say?
Jimmy told me to ask for Caroline. Oh, okay.
No. Say you're trying to ask your girl if she offers extra services. Like, how would you go about asking that?
I would already know that she did.
I know that, but I'm saying, like, how would you go if you're an average Joe? Like, what are the things that you say? Like, hey, bitch, you put out? Like, you probably can't say that.
Hey, do you do
Dan, what say you?
At closing, first thing you say is, are you allowed to leave early? Because a lot of these places, the code is you have to pay to leave early.
Yep.
The girls have to pay to leave early?
Yes.
Okay.
So if they don't stay to their shift, then it's like,
there's a fine.
$100 fine.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, it's almost like prison.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're a girl that's dancing here, Anna, and your shift is like 9 to 2, you have to be there from 9 to 2. If you wanted to leave early, you'd have to pay a fine.
Okay.
And so first thing you would say is, hey, do you have the ability to leave early? And she's like, yeah, I can buy out for $100. Okay, would you want to leave and go, hang out?
Okay, go and hang out. All right.
And go and hang out means, give me oral in my limo.
Or more, I'm assuming.
Or I got a hotel room,
Yeah. Okay.
But if you don't know.
Are girls ever insulted if you ask that? Because
if you do know.
Stripper insulted?
Well, I don't know.
If you do know, but
some get all defensive. They're like, I'm not a hooker, but some of them are.
I wasn't insinuating that, honey.
Oh,
I'm so sorry. I'm
here's
sorry.
another $20. Keep dancing.
No, here's $20. Leave. Yeah. Send your friend that does party.
Right.
But I would walk in on already knowing, so then I would be like, hey, Charlotte, Jimmy said that, I could go back to the VIP room and
I could pay for that ass.
And thick neck Fred will watch the door, and that's how you roll. She's like, oh yeah, 150.
You ever scared you're gonna catch something for them?
What are you gonna catch?
I don't know.
I mean, no, I'm not scared about catching nothing.
It's very expensive.
I mean, not really. I
don't know.
But that's how the ins and outs of whether you're. That's with me and Jimmy and.
Do women
Richard
have to pay a cover fee to get in?
No, women get in free.
That's what I thought.
Usually. And I will tell you, man, it's a good flex to bring a girl that's into girls to
they love it.
To a strip club.
The strippers
it's really
like
disarming.
it.
Yeah, it's very disarming if there's a woman with you.
Next thing you know, a lot of times the strippers will start making out with the girl that likes girls, and then that can lead into something, pretty quickly too.
That's why Scott and Big Up always end up there after Barb. For like a week.